world's outstanding player. But at his age now, what does he have left in him? Is he over the hill? Will his foot injury handicap him? Can he inspire the youngsters around? Well, 11 Celtic players and some 50,000 supporters will have these questions clearly answered in the next 90 minutes. Well, Celtic must be sickened that they can't play Roy Aitken tonight. Suspended for offences incurred in the game against Juventus exactly a year ago. But they have Davy Probyn back. He had foot poisoning. He's fully fit. And the youngster comes in for Roy Aitken, Davy Moyes at number 4, whom I saw play against Juventus, so he has plenty of experience. Well, even without Cruyff, this is an illustrious team with 3 key players from Denmark. Lerby, the captain, 19-year-old Mulby, and the player I think is the best player outside of Cruyff, the player at number 7, Jesper Olsen. Tricky little player. They call him Der Flow in Holland. That's what they call Jimmy Johnson there, the flea. And the referee tonight is Erik Fredriksson from Sweden. Ajax playing in unfamiliar blue. Their famous jersey, of course, is white with the red stripe right down the middle. Well, do I remember the last time they were against Celtic. There's a brilliant ball to McGarvey. Can he get his shot in? He does. And Ajax floundering there. Acres of space for McGarvey to pick it up. He really did have nobody around him as he streaked through the middle. Great backtracking by the Ajax defence, and he couldn't possibly get his shot in. Just as I was saying, I remember when they played against Celtic in Glasgow at Hampden Park. A goal scored by Jimmy Johnson that didn't eventually help Celtic. They were knocked out by losing 3-0 in Amsterdam. Very shaky start by the Dutch. Break through the middle. McGarvey now having 2 opportunities. And I think Ajax must be worried about the positioning in defence. Cruyff playing obviously in a much deeper role than we've been accustomed to. Cruyff pointing to his foot. Wants the ball to feed all the time. It's a dangerous looking one as Olsen picks it up. Olsen tries to go in. Flicked away there by Moyes. A hectic start to this match. McLeod. Oof. Free kick there. Vandenberg. Vandenberg coming right back. Vandenberg is only 18 years of age. Like Celtic, Ajax are developing a very young team indeed. Cruyff. Probyn tackles heavily. Oh, free kick. Well, Celtic are obviously not going to let Cruyff mess about. The great fear they had was that they would become transfixed. This man has got an almost hypnotic influence on people when he goes onto the park, and Billy McNeil was quite anxious that this should not happen again. He doesn't get near Olsen. Marvellous crowd here tonight. Like the good old times when Celtic were going very strong indeed in Europe. Well, that's a beautiful move there. And he's done it. Superb goal by Olsen. 1-0. Only 4 minutes gone, and the man I said was the most dangerous player in the team has confirmed that. He did that with great grace and skill, gliding his way through had no chance with a punishing shot. Brilliant. Can he get his shot in? He's trying to. He turns the wrong way. Trying too much. And Ajax bring it coolly away. Charlie Nicholas with a great game on Saturday. That's a good ball. McStay was close in on it. Moyes. That thin blue line begins the retreat. A bit too much, and it's Celtic looking a trifle anxious. That was a captain Lerby pushing it forward now. Davy Provan come to the left. Vandenberg is after him. Free kick. And Celtic are going to be hustled and harassed. And they're going to find it very difficult to get away from the close marking. So, Davy Provan to take it. We've gone 12 minutes. Celtic are trailing by 1 goal to nothing. He curls it. Brilliant save. Galgay. Surely he got a touch. Well, we were all expecting the experienced veteran goalkeeper Schrijvers to play tonight, but they played the man who in fact replaced Schrijvers at the beginning of the Dutch season, Galgay, and he certainly proved there that he's on his toes tonight. That is curling at, and surprisingly little challenge on the Dutch goalkeeper. Van Veen. Cruyff wanted that back. Danny McGrain. That's a good ball. Provan. And hooked away there by Mulby. There's Mulby, big, powerful player. He's only 19 years of age. Signed this season. There's another young player. And a bit of pushing. It'll be another free kick. Great atmosphere at Parkhead. They will roar Celtic on to the end. Provan. That's McLeod. There's a header! McAdam. And I think there may have been a deflection. Yeah, Celtic kept the corner. Celtic will try to sustain enormous pressure. Provan. There's Buns. Penalty. Penalty kick. The referee pointed so casually to the spot that I began to wonder if I'd made a mistake. Well, there's Cruyff arguing with them, and the Swedish referee is telling him to get away. But Celtic have been awarded a penalty. Buns was going past his man. He was brought down, and the referee casually pointed to the spot. So, Charlie Nicholas, who scored a couple of penalties on Saturday. Here we go. It is so vital. And both Gallier and Nicholas know how vital it is. 1-8. Celtic have stormed back to the great delight of a crowd that is now surely well over 50,000. Well, this is the third penalty in a row we've seen Charlie Nicholas take cleanly. And I think this one with a great pressure on his shoulders, and he took it coolly. Davy Provan will be picking up a lot of the play deep like this. Olsen comes back at him though. Oh, look at Danny McGrain, and he'll get this one now. just away from it. Lerby pushed it wide. That's a brilliant ball. This is what they're so good at. Play on the break. That ball by Cruyff, slicing away from the outside of his foot. Hitting balls wide to Nicholas and Frank McGarvey. Neat 1-2, away goes Olsen. Look at the pace of him, driving forward. That was highly skilled play. Outside of the foot, past there, Cruyff, a brilliant ball. Oh, what a goal. Oh, that was a brilliant goal by any standards. I don't think a Celtic player touched the ball in 50, 60 yards. It was swept right across. Beautiful touches on the left. Right into the middle to the captain. He didn't lose his head and just lofted it past Bona, who looked very stranded indeed. 2-1. Celtic need 3 or 4 goals now. Way by McGrain. There's McGarvey. Put down there by Mulvey. Like a giant Mulvey beside McGarvey. Very wide pair of shoulders. I wouldn't like to clash with him. Now what can Tommy Burns do with the in-swinger? Oh, we didn't make a very good job of that. Must be surely, yes. No, the referee, and Charlie Nicholas puts that in, looks across to the linesman and gives offside. Well, there was a line of Celtic players trying to get in there for the first touch. And when Charlie Nicholas eventually got it, the referee by this time was looking way across to his right, and the flag was up. And my boys went down brilliantly. McGarvey's done it. The equaliser. 2-2 in this quite amazing game. Oh, they're getting the money's worth. Well, the ball went right through the middle. 28 minutes of this have gone, and suddenly McGarvey, as he had at the start of the match, found himself uncovered. This time he had the space and the acceleration and the accuracy. And I have seen some games at Parkhead in the European Cup. Believe you me, this will stand up against any of them. Cruyff is up there. That looked as if he had just pushed Danny McGrain ever so slightly. Look at this ball there. Oh, off the bar by Schoenacker. Right to his head too. That could so easily have been trimmed. Look. Right to his head. I think he may have taken it too easy. Picking his spot, except that the spot wasn't there. Goes down rather heavily. That's a free kick. Minutes of this first half remaining. Oh, look at that perfection with that ball, and it's a difficult one. McLeod had to be in there. Whipped away McGarvey very quickly, and just beyond Charlie Nicholas. Lerby. He desisted from throwing the obvious ball. Given away. Olsen. This is the tricky man who scored that goal. Look at the pace of it. There's a brilliant ball. Oh, almost cleared by Schoenacker. He effectively cleared that for Celtic. Now Celtic, the counter-attack. McGarvey. Can't get it away. Good tackle, McGarvey. Can he get the shot in? Well, let's have a look at this man, Olsen, again. Well, if we can find a pause in the game to show you it, we simply can't. Celtic on the attack. We will get back to it, don't worry. Buns. And Tommy Buns to take this throw and a slight breather. The fluctuations in this match have been quite bewildering. Charlie Nicholas. Buns, and I think offside. Well, as I was saying, Olsen has this magnificent ability to ghost his way past players, and the crosses that are put across on that left, right across goal. Brilliant play. McGrain. Robin. Good play. Garvey working hard. Buns. Hard tackle there by Lerby. Now, I think that was deliberate. I'm quite convinced he had no chance of getting the ball and was going to make Tommy Buns suffer. That's to the side. There is Reid. Almost goes through the gap. There's a tangle. Ajax breakout through Cruyff. Holds it neatly and away to the side. Good play. Van den Bunk, brilliant play. Schoenacker. Olsen's going in. 3-4 touches of the ball, and the Dutch are teaching us a lesson in how to quickly counter-attack. That's the corner. The speed and the accuracy of the counter-breaking is quite astonishing. 5 minutes of this superb half remaining. Nobody in the middle for Celtic now. Danny McGrain. Olsen going. He does pick up. There's a good ball. Van den Bunk is onside. It's 1 against 4. What can he do with it? Schoenacker. No strength. But again, they had made the break and made the space. And surely Celtic don't want Olsen to commit suicide. Oh, bad one by McGarvey. Grits his teeth, gets after it, amends the error. Easily back there by Molinar. Moby. Cruyff hasn't shown us that famous acceleration. Good ball to the outside. Who's coming up here? It's Cruyff himself. Can't get through. That old pace simply isn't there any longer. Used to be able to hurtle over tackles. Free kick, surely. whips it round, and beyond boys had to bend down for it. I think explaining the pace of the ball was too much. Ooh, he just got away with that. Cruyff playing it very dangerously. Wanted to take Tommy Bunch round the neck. Ooh. He ran straight into Levy. That's good tackling. Proven can't get away with it. 1 minute to half-time. Charlie Nicholas, good turning. Wants a little bit of support. McLeod's there. That's good play by Celtic and a hand use. Oh dear, oh dear. Looked to me as though Schumacher dragged it right round. Cruyff has come forward. Vandenberg. Behind him, Schumacher. Vandenberg. It'll go left. Levy. Waits for Cruyff, but there's Schumacher. He's going to let fly if he can get the tackle in. See that Olsen has switched wings, and there's Bonner. Good ball. We're virtually on the half-time whistle. This is a good break by Celtic. Can they exploit it? That is a blatant body check by Van Veen. And I don't think there's even a yellow card for it. He just jammed himself in between Buns and the goal, and that was it. And I wonder if Celtic realise that we have now gone the full 45 minutes. McLeod, can he get it through? It swings away. Good effort, nevertheless. As I said earlier, just occasionally the Ajax defence have looked vulnerable in the middle. Lack of marking. Garvey, that's a good ball. It's put away by Mulby. Cruyff. That's an echo of the past. And there goes the half-time whistle, and there should be a standing ovation for the 22 players as they go off. Okay, Celtic would rather have been 4-0 up. At this stage, we've had 4 goals and an absolutely superb first half. Well, the scoreline at the start of the second half is no consolation to Celtic to keep saying that it's been a marvellous game. They ought to have been well up. They are not. And one gets the impression that they will fight okay, there's all that to it, but it is a very, very uphill struggle for them at that. They really must try and put in 2 or 3 more goals, and indeed in general one wonders if 2 sets of players can give quite as much as we got in the first half. Charlie Nicholas. The tackle there by Molinov. Garvey. That's a wild tackle. Nicholas avoids it. He's going to get his shot in. Brilliantly saved. Can the touch come? And what's been given? A free kick. I think the referee considered that McGarvey got in illegally and wildly there on the hand, and the free kick has been given. But I'll tell you, Galgate didn't like that shot by Charlie Nicholas one little bit. Now Cruyff, with this pervasive influence he has in his team, links up well, comes back for returns, players move around him well. Schoenecker. Levy. Olsen. Flips it out well. Vandenberg. Olsen. Vandenberg with Levy on the outside. Well, that wasn't confident enough. That'll be a goal kick. Nicholas. Brought it down well, kept it under control. Oh, great run by Nicholas. Now where's the chip? Well, there were two players at the far post. He chose the cutback rather than the chip. Didn't quite come off. Brilliant run by Nicholas. Emulating the skills of Olsen there. Cutting his way through that defence and deciding to cut it back rather than chip it. And just beyond Davy Provan. Oh, that's neatly touched on. Vandenberg. Olsen strolling his way through the game now. Now this danger man, Levy. Here's Cruyff. Is he going to take it himself? He does on the outside. Beautifully tackled eventually. And every now and again, we see a little flicker of the great man, Johan Cruyff. His touches have been to influence other players, but he himself just occasionally squats into the game. I said right at the start that the Dutch consider he hits the ball harder with his left foot than anybody in Europe. Well, that was a little sample of it. It was travelling, and it was a blind shot to a difficult one for Warner. Got right behind it. Cruyff, neat little touch of ball across. Stay. Buns. Nicholas. Robin. Think a deflection there, yes, corner kick. Robin rushing to take it. Keep our eye on Tom McAdam for this. And Moyes. Oh, sneakily flicked on Charlie Nicholas. Oh, it is hooked away. How on earth did he miss it? McLeod, I think. There was no offside. I think probably what happened is that the two players kind of left at each other, and then there was the really not quite too determined flick at the ball that curled away. Of the second half gone. Oh, they won't be too happy knocking it back, getting some boos and whistles. Comes off the head of Moyes, and McGrain is there. Charlie Nicholas there, not quite. Burns. Space for McGrath. McGarvey. Well, if the first one was a penalty, surely that one was. It was really the same thing. The feet being whipped away from a player in the penalty area. It was done a different way, but the end result's the same. He swept her away and I think looked immediately at the referee. Just waved play on. Nicholas. I think Charlie knew where it ended up. Vandenberg will get it though, neatly touched away. McLeod. Once again, that big man, number 6, dominating Lerby. No wonder they prevented this man from going to Mönchengladbach. His bid having been put in from regarded him so highly. But there's a great ball. Olsen is away. Scorer of that first goal. Can't get it round. I think he was trying to push it forward there to Schoenacker. Boybe. Freud. Look at that ball to Schoenacker. Oh! We've had so many incredible passes in this game, but I wonder, even though it didn't produce a goal, is this the best one? Outside of foot, looked up and straight to the head of the player. That was absolute perfection. Good-looking ball on the outside. McGarvey, unfortunately, turned well, but off the back of the heel, as you saw. He's worked tirelessly for Celtic. I think of all the players up front, he has given the Ajax defence most harassment. Oh, look at this, Olsen. Somehow or other he got right in behind. That's Lerby. That's a good-looking ball. That's a corner kick. 1, 2, 3 moves. Doesn't he remind you a little bit of Willie Young, who went down from Aberdeen to the south? Slightly different kind of player, though. What's a good ball? There's Lerby. Laid onto him again by Cruyff. Celtic fight on. Well, there's a chance. Proven, can he pick up? It's got to be judged well, but no. Too near the goalkeeper. I think Davey knows that should have been thrown out a little bit wider. 3 players racing in for it. Just getting there to Burns, to McLeod. McGarvey goes in again. What's a brilliant save. Peels for hands, and McGarvey did marvellously well getting through there. He was going off balance. He got the shot in, and Gallier just getting his hand to it. Mulvey. And I think a free kick given for that tackle by... Yes, it's it is a free kick. And in fact, let's go to that. It's a final whistle. The final whistle is gone on a night, I think, that will certainly be remembered for a quite astonishing first half. It contained everything that you would expect to see at the highest level of European football. But that man, Johan Cruyff, there has certainly masterminded some of the greatest combined moves I've seen from a team at Parkhead, being acknowledged by the Celtic support, who obviously recognised that Celtic played their hearts out. A great, determined Celtic team, even though they were twice behind, fighting back. And when you consider, on this quite superb night, the cruelest cut of all is that one of these two teams will be out of this tournament in a fortnight's time. Either of them deserve better than that fate.
Quite a match, and Celtic no doubt will be disappointed, because it is, after all, the golden rule of European football that you must win your home leg, and they face an extremely difficult task indeed in the second leg. But all credit to Ajax. They said they would come to attack and to entertain, and they most certainly did that. Well, after the match, Archie spoke to the man who scored the second Celtic goal there, Frank McGarvey, and he asked him firstly if he was disappointed with the 2-2 scoreline.
Yeah, we're very disappointed at only getting a draw tonight, 2 each. We're hoping to get a result without losing a goal.
Did that first goal stun you a bit? It was beautifully taken.
Yeah, the wee boy Olsen, I think it was, scored. He's a very good player, and I think I had a few chances maybe in the first 5 minutes, and then he went up, beat a few of our players and scored. I was really, I think the whole team and the whole crowd was really stunned.
And yet you did, as you say, you did have some opportunities early on. You got through almost as if there was no defence at all.
Well, I think it was a wee bit early for me. I was a bit surprised and couldn't believe I was right through, but I had to get a shot in, and unfortunately it missed.
Mark, you, the penalty heartened you, didn't it?
Yeah, I thought after that we could have got a result, but the second goal they scored was different class.
Well, I was talking to Jock Steen there after the game. He said to me he thought it was about as good a goal as you could see anywhere.
Yeah, I think it's one of the best goals I've seen for a long time.
Well, the way it developed away along the left, and the big number 6 Lerby, for example, finishing off the way he did.
Yeah, there was a lot of 1-2s, and then at the end, just laid it off, and it went. That was 2-1.
When you did get the goal back again yourself, did you feel you could still nip in front of them?
I thought if we maybe got a few goals in the second half, we're in a good chance over there. But now, at 2 each, we've got our work cut out over there now.
What did you think of Cruyff?
Well, at 35, he's not a bad player, is he? He's very, very quick, and he's still got all his own skill.
And in all honesty, do you think you can still make it?
Well, we've got a chance. We've got a second game, and they'll be attacking and we'll be attacking the second game. So hopefully it's as good a game as it was out there tonight.
And it was, in fact, a much more open game than perhaps you even thought it would be. I mean, they did attack you, didn't they? They
attacked us. We were very surprised the way they attacked. And for spells in the game, we had to defend because they were so good. But I think if every team thought like that, I'm sure the crowds would come back.
And so say all of us, disappointment written all over Frank McGarvey's face, though, wasn't it? We've got more football for you a little bit later in the shape of the Manchester United-Valencia match, so don't go away. We're turning now to rugby and to the opening match of the